You know that feeling? You're in the gym, pushing through that last tough rep, and you just have to wonder, what is really going on inside my body to make my muscles grow? It's so much more than just lifting, you know? It's this incredible biological dance. And today, we're going to break down the real science behind it. Yeah, because it's not just about picking up heavy things and putting them down. There's this whole fascinating process happening under the surface, a conversation between your workout, your food, and your sleep. So, what is the actual biological formula for getting stronger? Well, that whole process, the official scientific term for it, is hypertrophy. It's a fancy word, but all it means is your body's amazing ability to not just fix the stress from a workout, but to actually adapt and rebuild your muscle fibers thicker and stronger than they were before. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so where does it all start? Well, it all kicks off the second you pick up a weight. The very first trigger for all this muscle growth happens right there in the gym during the workout itself. And the first, and honestly, the most important signal is something called mechanical tension. Put simply, it's just the force your muscles have to create to actually move that weight. Your muscle cells can literally feel that physical pulling force, and that's the spark that ignites the whole process. So what that tension does on a microscopic level is create these tiny, controlled bits of damage in your muscle fibers. We call them micro tears. And listen, this sounds bad, but it's a good thing. This damage is the exact signal your body needs to hear to start the rebuilding process. This is such a great way to picture it. Imagine your muscle is a big, thick rope. When you put a heavy load on it, a couple of those little individual fibers get frayed. Your body's response isn't just to patch them up. It's to come in and reinforce the entire rope, making it stronger and more resilient for next time. So really, when you boil it all down, the growth cycle is super simple. You cause a little bit of damage, your body comes in to repair it, and the muscle grows back stronger. That simple loop, damage, repair, and grow, is the engine that drives all of your progress. All right, so let's dig a little deeper here. Scientists have basically pinpointed three main mechanisms, or signals, that really tell your body, hey, it's time to build some muscle. We've already met the undisputed champion, mechanical tension. I'm not kidding, this is the single most important driver of hypertrophy, period. Without enough of this physical force, the other two signals we're about to talk about don't even really get a chance to do their thing. So how do you make sure you're getting enough of it? It's all about creating quality tension. That means using slow, control reps to keep the muscle working, moving through a full range of motion to hit all the fibers, and, this is the big one, always pushing to do a little more over time. That's what we call progressive overload. Okay, the second mechanism is something I guarantee you felt before, even if you didn't have a name for it. It's called metabolic stress. Yup, you know that intense burn you feel in your muscles when you're pushing through those last few reps? Bingo. That's metabolic stress. It's caused by a buildup of byproducts like lactate inside the muscle, and this chemical soup sends another powerful signal to your body to adapt and grow. And this is exactly why training styles that focus on the pump are so effective. It's not just for looks. Doing things like high-rep sets or drop sets are fantastic ways to jack up that metabolic stress, giving you another awesome tool to trigger growth. And finally, our third mechanism is muscle damage itself. This is the actual physical tearing of the muscle fibers we talked about earlier. It kicks off a little inflammatory response that basically calls in the repair crew to start the growth cycle. But here's the thing, and this is so important. Balance is crucial. A little bit of muscle damage is a great signal, but too much of it, when you can barely walk for a week, that actually gets in the way of recovery. The goal is to stimulate the muscle, not completely annihilate it. Okay, this brings us to what I think is the most overlooked, but maybe the most important part of the whole equation. The stress and the signals happen in the gym, but the actual growth, well, that happens somewhere else entirely. This right here is the key. You have to get this. You don't get stronger during that last set of squats. You get stronger in the hours and days after. The gym is where you write the check, where you create the potential for growth. But it's the kitchen and the bedroom where you cash it in. So this whole rebuilding process is called muscle protein synthesis, or MPS for short. Just think of it like a construction crew showing up after your workout is done. Your body takes the protein you eat, uses it like bricks and mortar to repair those micro tears, and adds new material to make each fiber thicker and stronger than before. Now, for that construction crew to do its job, your body needs three things, and these are absolutely non-negotiable. You need protein for the building blocks, carbs to refuel your energy stores, and you absolutely need sleep. Sleep is when your body releases the key hormones that actually drive this growth. So here's your recovery checklist. You want to aim for about 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. Please don't skip your carbs. They are essential, and you've got to prioritize at least 7 to 8 hours of good, quality sleep. If you neglect any one of these, you are leaving results on the table, plain and simple. All right, so let's put this all together into one simple formula. Now look, your genetics definitely play a role in your potential, but the fundamental principles for getting there, they're universal for everyone. It's also really important to set the right expectations. If you're a beginner, your body is super sensitive to all this new stress, so you're going to see results much, much faster. For you advanced listers out there, you know the deal. Progress slows way down, and you need to be much more precise with your training and recovery to keep things moving. But no matter where you are on your journey, this is the universal formula. It never changes. Number 1, train hard and apply that stress. Number 2, eat right to give your body the fuel it needs to rebuild. And number 3, recover fully to let your body adapt and come back stronger. It really is that simple. So I'll leave you with this final thought. We all get so obsessed with training hard, right? How hard can I push it in the gym? But maybe the real key, the thing that separates good progress from great progress, isn't about how hard you can train, it's about how smart you can recover.